buy that for $1.
Recognize.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
Oh, I head up to the Jolly Rogers there.
Hey, everybody, welcome. I guess we're on. Welcome to the Dollar Club Wrestling Podcast, episode 23. I'm excited for this one. We have some great co-host guests, and like always, joining me is at Panetta Sexy Time himself.
Yo. Unlike John Cena, you can see me, but I got the dollar spinner. Woo!
Nice. We also have the doctor himself joining us from PWC and 50 other podcasts.
Respecting the dollar.
Look at that.
I head up to the Jolly Rogers there.
Then we have the infamous, the one, the only, Jimmy T, DJ Mass Effects. What's up, man?
What's crack-a-lacking, boys? How's Philly and how's Baltimore, Jeff? What's going on? I'm just pumped to be here, man. And that spinner fucking thing, Kev, top dollar, bro.
He has all kinds of gadgets. You just see what he has in there.
I'm gonna give it out to a kid at one of our shows, but I'm not.
Cool.
It's like actual belt buckle though, so I have to get a chain to hook it up on and make it for a kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have it on my
That's cool.
cross right now. I'm not giving out my silver cross, but
And it spins too.
yeah.
Ah, shit.
Is that because you're religious or you're afraid of vampires?
Afraid of vampires.
Yeah. Legit.
I am a gargoyle.
Hey.
Well,
Hey Jim, before we
Yes.
start, I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday from the Dollar Club.
Oh.
there's another one of your man crushes.
Yeah, but I didn't even come up with that one. That was our hardcore Intercontinental Champion, Sean Liam Riley, did that edit for us. So it's his idea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Jimmy, what's going on, man? What's new?
Well, not much is new, but it's good, man. It's getting warm down here. I'm just pumped to be back on Dollar Club Wrestling. And yeah, other than that, man, there's not much new since the last time we were all on the show together.
How was your Thanksgiving? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia?
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving down here, man.
Okay.
No, unfortunately, we don't. It would have been good if we had a public holiday. But I'll tell you what is good. Go Aussies in the World Cup in soccer, by the way.
So you guys slaughtered your indigenous for no reason.
Let's not talk about that over here. But in other words, yes.
I mean, at least you made a holiday out of it. Come on.
They do. Australia Day.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, what's it called? For you guys, like, what's fucking...
4th of July, Independence.
4th of July, exactly. Same thing.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
then you don't. You need...
What is it, summer there now?
It's summer now, yeah, down here, officially, actually, yeah. But it's
wow.
friggin', it's warm just about, I won't say all year round, but like our winters would probably be real mild for you guys. I'm sure
Yeah.
Jeff knows anyway, because he's been down here, but we don't snow, we don't get no snow. I don't even know what it feels like when it snows. So I've always pictured, if I went to the States during your winter, I wonder if I could actually bear it, man. I probably wouldn't be able to.
Not at first. You'd have to get
Nah,
used to
for
it,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I absolutely hate the cold myself, man. I wear like long johns. I'm like layered up, hoodies.
I love the cold, bro. I actually love the
can't
cold.
stand it.
I'm sick of the heat.
I'm moving to
How do you know if you
Arizona
love
or
the cold?
Florida.
You've
one
never
day,
been
man.
in it.
Sorry, Jeff.
How do you know if you love the cold? You just told us you've never been in it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
haven't
but
been
I'm
in the
saying like our
Like-
cold, like our winters. I love
Like
it, man. I love
50
mild
degrees?
winters.
Yeah, his cold is like 45, 50 degrees. That's
Yeah,
not-
about that. We don't get minus temperatures. Put it that way.
It's not the cold that's bad. It's the wind when it's windy.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
cold. That's
Well, it
That's
hasn't
what
hit peak heat yet down here, but it's about to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not the cold; it's the ice, zombies, and polar bears.
Yeah, but like Jeff, me and you have spoken about this. We're close to Antarctica,
Yes,
and we
are.
do get the Arctic wind that comes along. But you'd think would be a cold country, not a hot country, right? Considering how close we are to the Antarctic, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah, but there's no bears.
That's true, except for drop bears, Jeff,
And cocaine bears.
and cocaine bears,
In fact,
and chlamydia bears.
Antarctica is based on Greek, and you know what it means?
What's
Without
that,
bears.
Atlantis? Oh, really? Antarctica? That's not what it means, but
You
technically.
teach us something new every day.
Not
you
in
know?
modern Greek, though, Jeff.
Well, it's not modern Greek. It's without bears.
Bear in Greek is arkuda.
Huh.
Yeah,
There
well,
you go.
Do you think that maybe they changed it to English somewhere along the line?
Maybe, but how does
And
Antarctica and
anti is
Arkuda?
without.
Well,
Because the Arctic has the bears. Antarctic without bears. There's
well, they have the polar variety, but this ain't a bear show, Jeff. Let's not talk about. Let's not talk about bears.
Did you guys
Talk
watch the
about
Guardians of the
whatever.
Galaxy Christmas special yet?
Nah, not me.
It's hilarious. You guys got to check it out. It's pretty good.
Really?
Disney Plus. Yeah.
And what's this Wednesday show you're talking about, actually, Kev? I'm intrigued now. I haven't watched it yet, but what is it about? I want to know.
From the Adams family.
It's called Wednesday. The Adams Family girl, Wednesday. She has her own
Oh, Wednesday, the Adams.
Yeah.
Oh no, shit.
team. Yeah, from the Adams
I
Family.
didn't even realize that. That never fucking dawned on me. But shit, it makes sense.
It's pretty
Wednesday.
It's like it's not written well, but her lines are so killer, man.
Is it comedy though?
Yeah, it's a total comedy. Like
Okay.
her deadpan humor is hilarious. She says one-liner after one-liner. Like she makes the whole show. Even if the show's not like
My co-host, Big Daddy Cool Steve Pena, is great as a Gomez Adams.
Shout outs to Stevie. I'm not Stevie, just by the way. I'm not
You
Stevie.
know his stage name is Louis Guzman Jr. So
Louis Guzman.
what do you got on store for us tonight, Jimmy? The host with the most.
Nothing. I think
Well-
we'll just sit here and stare at each other for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, how about
let's have
I've got a
staring
great
contest.
idea. I've got a better idea, guys. How about we play a good old game of dead fish? Do you know what that is? You don't know what dead
Yeah,
fish
what's
is?
dead fish?
Is that being married and having sex? Is that what that is?
Oh, well, it becomes dead fish after a while, but no, I don't know if you guys back in elementary school specifically, but it's a smart game actually. So for the teachers to get us all to shut the fuck up, right? They'll say, let's play a game. The person that's the quietest, right, and doesn't say shit wins, right? So basically that's the game. You can't move, you can't talk, and the last one not doing anything wins the game.
All right, we just call that the quiet game.
Oh, really? Well, for whatever reason, we called it dead fish. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
Wow.
And you get a well done sticker if you win.
Like Peter Dunn or
I just sent you Steve. There he is. Gomez Adams right there.
So we're coming off a big weekend of wrestling. We had the
that looks just
War Games Survivor Series. I think it's probably been reviewed to death, but I
We
guess
should have called the flawed games.
we can do a quick recap and get what your takeaways are on it after Raw and how it finished up and all that. Jimmy, what was your takeaways after Raw and what did Survivor Series accomplish?
For whatever reason, my initial watch through of Survivor Series I felt was a bit underwhelming compared to previous pay-per-views, right? But then when we were all breaking it down together and stuff, when we done our review show, I thought about it. All right, you know what? It was a pay-per-view really of one match. Let's be honest, all right? Which was the main event. It was all about War Games. And that ending of the pay-per-view premium live event is what made the show good. You know what I mean? And I'd say it was just a little bit above average, even though I initially said it was probably a little below average. But the ending is what made up for it.
Yeah.
But Raw, I loved, just quietly. Raw, I thought was better than the actual
Yeah,
premium live event, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought Raw was good too. Jeff, what are your final takes on Survivor Series, War Games, Raw?
Well, Jimmy and I actually did a review show of Survivor Series. I feel the same now as I did then. feel it was a fairly
So did-
mid show.
So did the boys, Jeff. Remember?
Yeah, we were with you.
Yeah, Kev and Jim were both on the same show.
I don't remember lunch, so I don't know how you can remember that. But I thought the show was underwhelming. I think it could have benefited from a few other matches. I would have liked the women's match maybe to be a traditional Survivor Series match. I really don't like the modern War Games version, like the whole beginning 25, 30 minutes, just it seems meaningless. I mean, they at least had the Roman, story sending in Jay and then Sami instead of Jimmy. That was cool. But the last match was great. It was excellent. And I thought the triple threat was pretty good as well. There's nothing wrong with the AJ Styles versus Finn Balor match, anything about it. It's just, I just don't care about that feud. And there's 8 people on that match, and the only one I give a damn about is Rhea Ripley.
And you know what? Just quietly, guys, sorry to butt in. Jeff's right. I mean, really, overall, it was kind of underwhelming, the event, I think. You know what I mean? And also, there was another point you said, Jeff, that lost. It just left my mind. But the point is, what Jeff said is pretty spot on. You know what I mean? So it could have been much better. And the War Games, that's what I wanted to say. War Games is so stale now. When you really look at it, right, the way the rules are, they need to revamp it. I mean, and I'm surprised that WWE haven't. You'd think they would put their own spin on it. I think adding the Survivor Series aspect of it, and it'd be a much better sort of event, in my opinion, or much better matchup.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. What do you think, Kev? You think that would enhance it?
I don't think it necessarily needs a full Survivor Series, because then you're going to bury too many guys. The way WWE books, they're going to pin guys too quick that shouldn't be pinned.
True.
But maybe like before everyone's in the ring, there can be eliminations. So when the match actually starts, there can be like a handicap one way or the other. So the advantage actually means something.
Well, that's what I meant, Kev, really. Like, not have everyone at the same time.
Well,
but
but then only the
elimination.
the next fall wins. The next fall or submission. Not everyone gets submitted though. Once the match actually starts. I think that would be cool if that's what you meant too. I think that would be amazing.
Either way, it works, in my opinion. But I just don't understand how you can have 2 guys and then the next guy, then the next guy, then the next guy come in and not have any pinfall or submissions.
It kind of doesn't make sense. It's like they're having a whole match before the match starts.
Right. And
but
back
the match
in the day,
doesn't mean anything.
Right, like back in the day, watching 4 Brawl War Games, right? For example, WCW or NWA, whatever. It didn't feel that way then. It felt sort of different during those days, right? But now it really is a little stale the way the rules are set up.
Yeah. Then in retrospect too, like I like you guys know, I said that I liked the women's match more than the men's if it wasn't for the ending. But I don't think that match needed to be a War Games match in retrospect. It should have been a 5-on-5 traditional match. Had this happened a month ago when Bayley first debuted and Damage Control was hot, maybe they would have warranted a War Games match. But at this point, after they cooled down a little bit too, and there's not much heat against everybody.
Right,
too.
Exactly. It wasn't a blood feud, man.
No, not at all.
And that's what was silly about it.
I did enjoy the pay-per-view, though. It was above average, like going through match by match. I even rated it higher than I thought it was. And obviously the match was awesome just for this, you know.
Step Ucey.
We just become best friends. They're doing karate in their garage right now.
Super Ucey.
Super
Ucey.
Oh man, where'd you get that from, man? I haven't seen that around. Did you make that, or you found it on the net?
I randomly stumble across all these memes because I make some and I like so many of them. They pop up on my feed, and this one too. This is me telling my grandkids about how Sami Zayn became a full.
Well, here's what you should do: you should find ads for Juicy Couture and replace it with their heads and make it Ucey Couture.
Do you guys like his Feel and Ucey shirt on Raw? I do love his Feel and Ucey shirt.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's funny as shit. Yeah, I mean they make almost as many T-shirts as you do.
I know.
Jeff, let me ask you this: between the women's War Games and the men's War Games, and separate them, who do you think came out of it looking stronger, and who do you think came out of it really nothing?
I think that they did just enough to keep Bianca looking strong enough. Becky came out looking the strongest of the women. I think everybody else, blah. I mean, Bayley,
forgettable, right? Forgettable.
Yeah, but Bayley's team looks like a bunch of junk. But honestly, I mean, when Kevin said when Damage Control was hot, I don't remember when they were hot other than when they made their surprise entranceway down the ramp. I guess it was SummerSlam when they first got introduced.
Yeah.
I mean, the very next night they started getting cold, and by that SmackDown, I was always like, and never got better from there. But in the men, I think they all look strong.
It really made Sami, though. Let's be honest. That was all about Sami.
It made Sami, but I mean, I thought Jay's character work was great. I don't think it did many favors for Roman, to be frank with you. I mean,
it done nothing for Roman.
I mean, here's one of the things I really
didn't
like
need
about.
anything.
We talked about this during the show, and some other people have talked about it, and some other people said this is nitpicky, but there's 10 men in there, and like they've been fighting, and like 7 of them are like knocked unconscious for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just like be doing rest holds or fighting in a corner or I don't know, something, but whatever. You know,
I know blood would help the match, but they're not doing blood anymore, so we're just gonna have to accept that there's not gonna be blood in this, you know. So people, if you can't handle a war games without blood, I guess just don't watch the pay-per-view. Mark Messier was really upset about that, but gotta accept it or not watch it, guys. It's just a new mandate.
Oh, Mark Messier goes crazy, man.
Yeah, we're in the age of the woke, so
the hockey player.
No, funny.
I'm Media Group member.
You never seen Mark Messier?
Of course I have. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Okay. Yes.
Jimmy, obviously Sami looks strong. I mean, everything he does is awesome right now. But I think from the other side of things, the only person I take away anything from that match or is memorable is Kevin Owens, and that's because, of what happened at the end of the match.
Well, first of all, it didn't make any of the women. I thought that was absolutely done for nothing. It elevated none of the women.
No, it made Becky look like she's going to win the Rumble. So only if Becky...
Did it really elevate it? I mean, either way, she was already elevated because of the fans are happy to see her and all that shit.
True. She didn't
and it just, to me, it just didn't really make anyone. But as far as the males go, Kevin Owens, yes and no, because Owens has been in this spot plenty of times, not just for war games, but just in general. We've seen this before. Sure, he'll get a title match, but he's not going to win it. He's going to lose. So does it really matter? I mean, at the end of the day, it's all built around the Usos, as in the Bloodline, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, but amongst each other, like the Sami Kevin Owens aspect, the Sami and the Bloodline aspect, but really it was all built around Sami Zayn.
They have to do the Kevin Owens. Sorry to cut in. They have to do the Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble because Sami saved the pinfall. We know Roman would have kicked out, but like Kevin Owens could say he would have had the pinfall. And also at the Royal Rumble event in general, this will be the 3rd time Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns have faced each other, and they actually split. In 2017, really? I believe it was, Kevin Owens beat Roman Reigns, and then at 2000, yeah.
Oh, and then I don't even remember.
Then it was in Dallas. Like there was when Chris Jericho was above the ring and the Shark Tank, and then they fought 2 years ago, and Roman Reigns beat Kevin Owens. This would be the rubber match. So Kevin Owens has many more claim than anybody else on the roster right now, outside of Bray Wyatt, maybe, who's not ready for a main event run right now.
Well, it's obvious after the main event on Monday night that it's going to be Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
that
they did that match.
Why you'd say it doesn't matter that he's getting a title match? I mean, he got one a year and a half ago, and he's back in the title match. I mean, we know he's not going to win, but there can only be one champion, and the championship.
There can be 2 champions, as a matter of fact, but we've got 1 champion.
I don't think anyone could win right now, to be honest. Right. I don't think they're ready to.
And to be fair, there's no one credible enough right now to actually beat Roman Reigns, and this is Brock Lesnar, really, or Lashley.
But if you're still hanging around the title picture after 2 years, then I mean that's a good career. That means that you are towards the top of the card. So I mean that's a push. That's a sustained push. That's like Chris Jericho and John Moxley in AEW. They're always around the top. I mean, even Drew, who really this did nothing for him, he's still hovering around the top.
It's almost because they have to have him up there. Like, really, they don't want to de-elevate him, but at the same time, they don't know really what to do with him for the moment. And Owens is just a placeholder, really, for now.
Yeah, but Sheamus will get a title match, and he'll probably never get a world title match again. Cesaro got his one title match. He never got another world title match again. I mean, so there's a difference between title matches and title matches.
So, Jeff, I know it's early yet and there's time, but right now, if you had to say, who do you see winning the Rumble?
Who do I see winning on the women's side? I think it's probably Charlotte. And on the men's side, if he's back, I'm going to still go with Cody, pointing to that road to WrestleMania.
It has to be Cody. It's Cody or nothing really at this point.
You think it's that obvious?
What about
It's going to be Cody.
I have a surprise entrant. Do you want to see my surprise entrant? Who it might be?
Yeah.
Woo woo, you know it.
Jimmy froze.
God damn it, Kev.
Matt Cardona. Nah, Cody's gonna win.
I read a thing where it says he's been teasing that he's coming back to WWE.
I do think he's going to be in it.
Whoa.
I think he's.
You're not a Zack Ryder fan.
I think Jonah could be it, but they're not going to win it.
He's not going to win it. I just wanted to show that
Jonah.
Reason.
Would he come back as Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona?
They'll give him Zack Ryder bullshit. They'll slap him. It's like Drew McIntyre and Drew Galloway. All right, he's essentially Drew Galloway, but he's still Drew McIntyre. Just like fucking woo woo woo, he'll be woo woo wooing all over again in WWE.
He'll be Matt Cardona. He's earned it. Yeah, Cody Rhodes didn't come back as Stardust, and Matt Cardona's not coming back as Zack.
But he's still Cody Rhodes, and always has been Cody Rhodes. You see, that's a little different.
Nobody fucking knew Cody Rhodes.
It's a different character.
Does everyone know Cardona as Cardona?
Yes.
The crowd are going to go woo, woo, woo. I'm telling you. Even when he does a babyface run.
He can still woo, woo, woo and be Cardona.
They're just going to call him Ryder.
No, you'll see.
Yes, it's WWE. You'll see.
I guess
just
we'll
Ryder.
Oh, you sound
Kev,
like
when's Cody coming back? Did they say when Cody's
come on, let's be real, guys. When does
be a
WWE... Hold on a second, fellas. Let's look at the history of WWE, shall we? All right. When have they given in to someone's name that they were using in the Indies? Right. That was already established in WWE, mind you, as one name, right? And then went and made a name with another name, and then come back with that other name. Nobody. There has been nobody in the history of WWE. So what makes Cardona any special to get that treatment? I just don't see it.
Well, let me ask you this: what if Moxley came back? Would he be Ambrose?
Hell yeah, he'll be Ambrose. He'll be Dean Ambrose. He'd be Dean fucking Ambrose.
Jeff, you think he'd be Moxley?
Only because he would put in his contract, I'm not coming back as Dean Ambrose.
And Cardona will have that too, but also Seth Rollins called him John Moxley on the air.
I know, but that's because of his current name, and you know what I mean.
But I think that would be Vince's ego. I think Triple H would be more willing to allow that.
Yeah,
and you guys know Cody Rhodes and Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona are like really good friends in real life, and I believe Brandy hooked them up with Chelsea Green, by the way, too.
Now Jonah, I think, comes back as Bronson Reed.
Yeah, because
Impact. Yeah, absolutely. Even though Jonah is much better, though, right? As the name, I like Jonah, but yeah, he'll be Bronson Reed.
Maybe Knox there, Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman. They might actually be Jonah just because of that, because of the too many names.
But they won't. No one's going to get Jonah. No one's going to get Cardona. No one. No Moxley. It's going to be Ambrose, Zack Ryder, and Bronson Reed.
I just want him to come back as Huskus the Pig. That's all I care
about. Why not? Whatever happened to what's it called? Why not bring Hillbilly Jim? Have him as the manager? Yeah, as for Husky Harris or the Pig.
Hey, if Hillbilly Jim's on my TV, I'm happy. He's cool.
Hey,
yeah, good old Hillbilly Jim.
How's the song? I can't even remember the lyrics. Whatever the fuck it went. I can't even remember. That's it, country boy, country boy.
Mess with the country boy, don't mess with the country boy.
Hey, there you go.
One thing I did, Kev. One thing I did take away from Raw is I think Theory is
legit.
Definitely legit. He's definitely the next big thing, I think.
A-Town down. Absolutely, I do anyway.
Yeah, they're very much slacking in star power too. So they better. Thank God they rebuilt him up a little bit too, especially with Cody hurt, Edge hurt. Probably missing 2 other people. Like Seth's all they got right now, and like because Drew's not quite at that level. They got to build some stars. And Jeff doesn't think that Braun Breaker is going to be a guy. I think he will, but
He will.
The future's looking bleak unless they pull in an MJF or something too. Like it's looking. And NXT looks terrible guy-wise star power too. That's why Braun Breaker hasn't gone up yet. There's nothing. I mean, Carmelo Hayes, and Walt
Whaler.
Yeah, they have Grayson Waller have charisma, but they're not world champion charisma. Like maybe Intercontinental, but they gotta find some. Besides Theory, some up and comers.
And the problem with those guys, they're too small. But yeah, so other than Braun.
I was supposed to say Intercontinental, they could be.
Do you think Braun Breaker's a one-trick pony?
Honestly, Jeff does, and Jeff gives him a lot of shit. I'll be honest, right? Jeff's right about him, don't get me wrong. But as WWE love the look, man, and he's got the look, I think that's fine by them. He can learn how to talk as time goes on. But for television, I mean, come on. You can't deny the guy. I mean,
did you see the Apollo Crews thing, the sexual tension?
There's been a lot of guys that had look.
The fuck is that shit in the cafe? Sorry, Jim.
It was terrible.
So there's been a lot of guys who had the look though, but they don't have the personality or the charisma.
Yeah, Ginger.
He's got a charisma, but
Sean O'Hara, I mean,
he's got a certain charisma about him. He's got a presence, right? You just know. You look at him. And he feels like a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely has a presence as far as like the dude looks like he can kick somebody's ass.
It's going to take a turn, and once he turns more like Scott. Until then, you're not going to see the real Braun Breaker.
But does he have Scott in him though? I mean, he's got the dog face gremlin in him. Oof, oof. He's got to stop that shit. Let's be honest, guys. Enough of the dog shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the closest thing to a personality he's got. I mean, And
maybe you can meow for a change.
When people come up from NXT to the main roster, they don't look as big, and the reason is because NXT is smaller. Braun Breaker isn't that big. He's 6 feet tall. He's about 235 pounds. That's not a small man, but when you see him and he's going to be shorter than Austin Theory, and he's going to be dwarfed by some of the other people.
Let's be real, Jeff. Roman Reigns is what, 6'2", 6'3"?
What do you want, Coke? You're so amped up today.
No, because this is the subject. Brock Lesnar, he's 6'2".
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's a monster. If you put Brock Lesnar next to Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar would look like a gorilla next to a chimpanzee.
Well, wide-wise, and just quietly, Jeff, I haven't had weed until now. So that's why for good 24 hours.
How tall is Braun Breaker?
6'1".
He's 6 feet.
And I looked on the Ravens website, not the WWE one, and the Ravens list him as 6 feet tall because I thought he was shorter. I thought he was about 5'11".
Think he's bigger than this guy?
The NFL height is real.
Think he's bigger than Uncle Slam?
I think he's bigger than Uncle Slam.
Uncle Slam.
Because you made Chris Adonis look like Omos.
I make AEW Dark look tiny at least.
but Jeff, I think Theory really could be, depending on where they go, he could potentially be a contender to Roman.
Maybe potentially Roman. Wow,
years away though.
That's down the line. I'm not saying right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the contender for Roman right now is Health in Hollywood more than any other wrestler. I mean, at some point they have to transition off him at some point soon, which is why Cody is great. And listen, everyone knows my love for Lashley, and I think he can wear the title. But Drew is someone who can wear the title. Randy Orton's someone who can wear the title. Edge is someone who can wear the title. They have people who can wear the title and be credible with it. Yeah. Even Chaos. Yeah, Seth could. I mean, I don't. They have a bunch of
guys. But Jimmy, I think Theory. He's Roman is the face of the company. He's the guy.
Absolutely.
Like John Cena was the guy. Roman's the guy. I think he's the next guy.
I agree. Look, I've said this a million times, but it is too early right now. But I've said this so many times on my shows. I've always been a fan of Theory's going back to Evolve. I thought there was something special about him from then. And looking at him now, he's got it. He gets it, man. He really does. 100% the kid gets it. The only problem is the reason why I can't take him fully serious just yet to be a contender to Roman is because you look at him and he looks like a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? No, but for real, he does.
Do not call him kid.
Oh yeah, that's
you know who
right.
You're right.
You
know who Kev doesn't have the thing to put up, but I said if you put him side by side but to Jimmy Neutron. With the eyebrows.
But those eyebrows are shocking, man. Just quietly. I noticed that, man. I pointed that out. That's one thing that stood out to me while watching Raw and that promo with Seth Rollins. Yeah. Is those fucking how bushy his eyebrows are, man.
Yeah,
you brought that up on the other podcast.
Sorry, Kev.
You brought that up on the other podcast too.
Right, that's why. Yeah, but it's true. I'm telling you, they stand out big time. When you just look at his face, those friggin' things are thick, man.
I bet Alexa Bliss wouldn't have let that happen while they were together.
Were they together?
Yeah, really? She would have manicured those things. Yes, she was with him, then Buddy Matthews, and now she's with some rock guy.
Rock star, right.
Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah, Ryan Cabrera. The Miz's best friend.
Ryan Cabanara?
Cabrera.
I'm joking.
Oh.
It was a joke. You know carbonara, the pasta sauce?
Yeah, I got you. It went over my head. Sorry,
That's okay.
So, Kev, if not Theory, who I see as being the next big thing, who else is brewing to be the next big thing?
Well, the next big thing has to be a face at some point. I don't think Theory can be a face.
But can a face be the big thing anymore? I don't. Today's
Cody will be the interim big thing until they find that big thing.
Cody's going to be a placeholder.
Exactly. But it might be a 3 to 5 year placeholder though.
It's because of his age too, Kev.
Huh?
If he was like freshly 30, then I'd say differently. But because he's like 37, I think now coming up, yeah, he's a placeholder. It's his age, man.
But it might be a 3 to 5 year placeholder until they find the next guy. They're going to be in a transition period. It's like I know Bret Hart and Shawn ended up being the best, but
you really think Cody could carry the company for 3 to 5 years?
For 1 to 3,
or I mean, be the head guy and
there were years when
WrestleMania for 4
years when like
Edge
and Ziggler were champs and like they were carrying the company. Like his work rate's going to be
just better than Cody.
No, Edge, right? Yeah, Cody has potential to maybe be better, but Edge is much better than Cody. Like,
is he really right now though? When you think about it, star power wise, I actually think Cody is the biggest star right now.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, but when Edge was in his prime.
Yeah, we didn't make a reaction video when we heard Edge was coming back. We did when Cody was. I know that was more for me.
Yeah, that's because you're gay for him.
Not just me. Did you hear that pop? That was like a Hardy Boys WrestleMania pop. That was amazing when he.
Yeah, but there's going to be other people coming back in that can be. I mean, Aldis can be in the mix. Damian Priest,
actually,
they got to put the gas behind them at some point.
I'm glad.
Like 37 too, though.
You do have almost. I mean, you have a 7'3" guy, and no one ever thought Giant or Kane were great champions, but they held those titles 6 times.
Huge. I just don't. He doesn't do anything for me.
There's a slight chance Montez Ford could get there one day.
He's the potential. I agree with Kev on that one. I want to say one thing about Aldis. Aldis, though, Jeff, I don't know if he's going to WWE because I don't know if you guys know this, but StarCast is coming to my neck of the woods.
Really?
Next year. Yeah, it was announced yesterday. And Conrad Thompson, Mickey James, Nick Aldis, and a few Australian promoters of the ones that are obviously promoting the damn thing. But it was announced yesterday for 2023, and there's going to be some sort of event that's going to I don't know what the fuck it's going to be, but they're bringing a whole... Apparently all the big guns are coming down. Could be AEW. Potentially, more than likely, it probably might be an AEW show, or I don't know what it's going to be. But Aldis, I'm not sure if he's going to WWE.
He's absolutely going to WWE, and I guarantee you he can cancel on this contract. All he does is forfeit his fee. But actually, WWE was talking about doing a pay-per-view or PLE in Australia. They already have one in India scheduled, but they were talking about doing one in 2023 or 2024 in Australia. So maybe Conrad knows something you don't know.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe it's not AEW after all. It's WWE.
Hey, Jimmy.
There's still
Jimmy,
there's people.
Jimmy, I want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no. Go for it.
Put you on the spot. 2024 WrestleMania Philly. You coming?
That's actually a good year to actually. You know what? I would highly consider it. Put it that way. I just got to save. I got to save up some cash, man, because it's not a cheap ride to go to the States.
Sell some T-shirts.
Yeah, I should sell my ass, man. More like it. Pimp myself out there. You know what I mean? No, but really, you guys don't understand that thought has been running through my head really for the last year, but especially now again, you guys are getting me really like, damn it, I got to come down. I feel too isolated down here, man.
Yeah, you're all on an island by yourself, you know?
And the fact that you guys are all catching up together and I'm fucking all the way down here, it kills me, man.
Yeah.
It really does. But I'd love it for you guys to come down here too, man. I know like Jeff has already been down here, but you two, I think you like it. I mean,
I love it. I don't have a passport. I just got to get my passport, and then
I would like it because there's a million Jews there, so that's great.
Yeah. I'll say you're Jewish now, Jeff.
Well, I will be for the million Jews in Melbourne.
No, well, first of all, look. Really, if you do come down here, and I'm sure Jeff can pretty much vouch.
Penguins.
There's a lot of penguins down here, but it's pretty much the same shit. You'll probably feel it'll look familiar to you guys. Put it that way.
A lot of white people.
Hey Jim.
Kangaroos. Yeah,
a lot of kangaroos.
Can I do my little? We do like 90% WWE. Can I just talk about my little like what I hate about AEW and see if you guys agree or not?
Sure, that's one of my favorite topics.
Absolutely.
All right, so they promoted a big match as AR Fox versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And AR Fox is probably a great wrestler. Todd Brantley said he worked with him, and he was a great, really awesome worker, really good wrestler, and a really good guy. So he got a little offended when I said, well, you guys trying to get me to change the channel. But think about this if it was another show or a movie. Suppose you're watching Avengers Endgame, and Thanos is on the screen, and instead of Iron Man like trying to do the snap, or the Hulk to do that, one of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. walk up there. Agent Coulson's shooting guns at him. It's like you're like, you guys gonna fucking, but it's not. It's like a 20-minute match. Agent Coulson's shooting at Thanos. You're like, come on, just let me fucking see Iron Man or anybody else too. But that's every AEW match. The only matches that are good are the pay-per-view matches. They actually will let two big guys fight and one guy job. Instead of making a guy lose a match, like you won't see Malachi Black versus Miro, you won't see Miro versus Hangman on TV because they don't want to job anybody. They just want to protect the characters. So instead of like doing those matches, they'll just be off TV for 6 months, or they'll just keep bringing in guys you never heard of, but they'll pretend these guys you never heard of are big deals. So like, do you want to keep seeing an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. fight the Doctor Doom, or do you want to see like Thor fight Doctor Doom? And like, build these guys up. Suppose AR Fox beat Ethan Page, beat a guy that they're having problems with right now. Have him beat Andrade just because to punish him for being an asshole. Build it up, and maybe there'd be a legitimate shot of him beating Samoa Joe. When he was in the match, he was okay, but based on AEW's history, they're not going to do anything with him. He's going to job 3 or 4 more times. If he gets a little bit of buzz, then he'll maybe win a battle royal just to lose to somebody else, like a Dante Martin, which is very talented as well. It's just the history of them is just. Think of it as another movie. If Dickon Tarley attacked Daenerys.
Hold on a second. What the hell is this? These messages coming, Kev. What are you getting into?
Huh?
Reading some ad about finding hot girls or something?
We got some spam.
Oh, some spam in the can.
What the hell did you do, Kev?
We're blocking girls 69 XYZ.
You haven't made it.
Why are you blocking them?
Hey, don't be so hasty.
Yeah, why are you blocking them? Let's see where it goes.
I want to hear you guys' opinion on what I said about AEW, because we don't really talk much about AEW, and I just had to vent a little bit on them.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that. I mean that they do all the time. I mean, and why is it only the TNT title and not the Ring of Honor TV title? He's walking down with 2 belts. I mean, there's a whole bunch of whys, but I mean, forget about the AR Fox, bottom of the barrel why. How about the why with all this shit going on the top of their card? I mean, all right. Let's do a hard segment. Say something nice about AEW. Okay, at least they transitioned Moxley out of the main event picture, and they told you why. And there's a grudge, and they brought back Hangman Page, who's still dressing like he's, at the Grand Ole Opry, pretending he's a country music star as opposed to dressing like an actual cowboy. I still can't stand him. But then you have this whole thing with MJF with cutting the same promo over and over again, still with the bidding war 2024. He's got nothing new to say. Insult the crowd, insult this.
How did you like the belt, Jeff?
I sort of like
That's
the belt.
nice. I like it, yeah.
I like the Burberry thing. But, I mean, it didn't seem necessary to me. And I always think it's stupid when it's counterculture to have a new title belt. Because the company had to fucking make the belt for you. I mean, we know that they have to because they couldn't possibly make another TBS title for Jade Cargill. But the whole thing with the firm, I kind of respect them. I mean, just to wipe their hands of that, the whole thing.
They should be called the Germ from now on.
And the thing with him turning on Regal, okay, fine. You saw it coming, but like in
long-term storytelling, Jeff. Remember that.
Right, long
1 week
is like an entire, or at least 7/8 of a promo. I mean, I guess that's what long term is now. Because that was absurd. I mean, that should be something that's like. And now, of course, the whole rumor mill is that's how you write someone off of TV. And Regal's contract was a year. No, it was 3 years. No, he has an option to get out. Maybe they had a handshake deal. When I heard Tony Khan say, I'm not giving anyone his release, and then I saw House of Black come back, and CM Punk still has been bought out, and Andrade is pretending that he tore his pectoral muscle during that that six-man suplex move, even though he got into a fist fight with Sammy Guevara after that, and all this other bullshit. Until he actually releases someone from a contract, I'm not going to believe it.
Yeah.
Can we call him the Dungeon of Black now? Do you get it? Because they're hostages. Do you know what I mean? Like they're trapped in the dungeons, and Jeffrey's 100% right. Like in every sense. I mean, first of all, what was the point of that Moxley promo to Regal last week? Anybody? Tell me what was the fucking point of that promo? Nothing.
Forgotten.
Nothing. When Regal just comes straight back in, and the excuse is,
but the funny thing is, they brought it up like 4 times throughout the show.
Stupid booking, dumb storytelling, no substance as per usual. And if this is what they call long-term storytelling, it's more like fucking short-term fucking memory loss storytelling. Literally.
Jimmy, remember year 1 of AEW? We were like, we didn't love it.
I loved it, bro. I loved it.
Remember, because we would say at least they have logic. Their stories had logic, and they dropped
and they
that.
did.
They dropped it.
Well, let me make a comparison. We just talked about Theory, right, and how they're pushing him, and he looks good. What are they doing with Wardlow? Seems like he's stuck. They haven't progressed him in how long?
First of all, the what they made him say on Dynamite this past Wednesday made me fucking want to puke.
And then
especially
his face froze.
And he blamed Samoa Joe for the name War Joe. Like, really? You're going to make the poor dude say that shit on television?
And he was dressed kind of like...
Where was he going?
Like an elf?
I don't know. They're not making him look like a monster the way he's dressing, I'll tell you that much.
Well, his name is Wardlow. It does sound like a friggin' elf when you think about it.
Well, if he was wardrobe, you could just transition into wardrobe, and you think he'd have a better outfit.
Wardrobe. That's what he should be. I just hate how he blames everybody for his own catchphrases.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, dude.
I don't know.
Wardlow's world, guys.
Well,
feed me more.
It sounds like Elmo's world. He's going, na 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 na, Wardlow's world.
Hey, Jim, did you have something that annoyed you this week? Are you ready for that or not?
Me?
Jimmy Prendy?
Not yet. I wanted to do one more thing before that.
All right, cool.
Then
you're asking me if this things would annoy me. You've got the right guy.
How are you?
Jimmy didn't acknowledge his Dollar Club sweater.
I did acknowge it. I said,
okay.
I think he actually deserves another $1, to be honest.
Yeah. Give him $1. Fuck it.
First stop, man, with $3. Hold on.
I'd buy that for $1.
The laughing part gets me every time. I need to have that version as my. I'll buy that for $1 on my
They have
stream
the
now.
extended version.
All right, so
Yeah,
I
no,
was
that's
looking
much better.
at do you guys look at the ratings at all?
Yes, I do.
Jeff does. He's Mr. Ratings.
Okay, Jeff. So you might know these. Out of all the shows from SmackDown, Rampage, Raw, NXT, Dynamite, Impact, New Japan, what show do you think? I mean, it's probably has the lowest ratings.
Well, being the New Japan doesn't get reported, it's normally them. But I don't think Impact ran last week because I think they had a pay-per-view.
Recap. It was a recap show.
So I mean, it's I'll go but neither Impact.
Well, their ratings here that I'm looking at are from the 17th. The
I
other
need to
one,
turn the lights on. That's all.
that's their last show.
The 17th. Well, New Japan would be the lowest then.
Have to be, or NWA possibly, but that's on
Well, he's
YouTube
asking
anyway.
about TV. NWA is on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, it's New Japan. 60.
By the way, New Japan has got their own brand now here in Australia. Remember what I was saying about that Mutashi, whatever the fuck it's called? Mm-hmm. That's like our version of Strong for Australia now only.
It's called Bukaki?
But yeah, something like that. Bukaki or Bukashi or something like that.
Why don't you become their fan?
Well, I'm playing fucking all the New Japan songs.
Why not do something?
Yeah. All right. If there's such a thing as mixing over there, why not?
Oh, head up to the Charlie Rogers there.
AEW Dynamite doesn't even get 1 million viewers compared
What do
to
they get?
They haven't gotten over 900,000 in 3 straight weeks.
870 they had. But
That's
Raw
just
had
silly.
1.67 million. SmackDown 2.17 million. Well, what does that say for?
What it says, if you put them all together, Raw back in the day and Nitro was still getting more fucking viewers.
Oh yeah,
Just
they were
separately.
getting what were they getting, Jeff, back then?
I mean, it
10
depends which
10
day
million?
you're talking about, but there was a time when there were 10 million people watching wrestling on Monday nights.
And beating Monday Night Football at a lot of the times too during those days.
Yeah, Monday Night Football's predated wrestling on Monday nights. I mean, everyone's always Monday Night Football, and yeah, there are people who watch both, but those people choose football over wrestling. It didn't seem like such a big deal when it was 4 million to 3.2 million, but it seemed
That was considered very low too when you think about it, Jeff, back then.
yeah. I mean, there was a time when TNA got 2 million.
Right? It's true.
I mean, we all know times
and
have changed.
AEW have nowhere near touch twos, whereas TNA at least can claim that they have gone that high.
Yeah, but proportionally, it's probably that 2 million probably adjusted for deflation in TV is probably 512,000. But anyway, I mean, AEW has never met or exceeded their week 1 viewership.
True.
Yeah. Well, you want to know what really annoys me?
What's that?
Recognize me.
You know, that really grinds my gears.
Shut up, you. I can't do business on those tips. I want to do business, see, Henry?
You mean business?
Yeah, business. Dollars and cents. No more of this cowboy stuff.
Dude, that was fucking great. That Photoshop, we've done the Photoshop of Rock Hard. Was that you, Kev? And me and Gene Okerlund? That is fucking spot on. That is awesome.
I think that's supposed to lead him into saying what grinds his gears, though,
Yes.
instead of you
This is
talking
the I
about
will not recognize segment by Jim Prendy.
This is a new segment we're doing here on the Dollar Club. It's about what I will not recognize, who I will not recognize, who is pissing me off this week. And I must say, I was looking around the internet, scoping the internet, and I see these freaking. I see these dirt sheets, right?
Yes.
And it annoys the hell out of me that all they do is try to get you to click. They lie. Nothing they say is the truth. One I saw was Kevin Owens fired. I click on the thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's the Shane McMahon angle from 2019. Why are you putting that on there now for me to click on it? Kevin Owens isn't fired, you asshole. Jesus Christ. And then I go into Dave Meltzer, stupid idiot. You see a thing about, Regal's going to WWE. You click on that, and then it says, he's in the contract for 3 more years.
But something's going on.
Dude, come on. Stop lying to me so I click on your freaking thing.
Everyone's speculating, man. It's all speculation. You don't know shit.
No, and then I watched this other what was that show? Whatever. I won't name them on here. But I'm listening
name
to...
Name them.
I don't even remember their name.
Cultaholic you were talking about.
Cultaholic.
Oh, they're fucking idiots. Show,
and they're talking bullshit out of their mouth. They're talking about how great Finn Balor is in his new thing. I don't know why the name.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. How great he is. I can't even remember the name. How great he is in Judgment Day. And, from his... what are these guys watching?
The worst of the worst is Wrestle Talk, though, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the worst.
I like some of their content, but there was all clickbait articles that pissed me off. I'm like, I can't support you guys anymore.
I hate them.
I just unfollow them on all platforms.
Yeah, and I'm just sick and tired of these people. They lie just so you click on their freaking thing, and they suck. And that's what's pissing me off. What do you guys have to say about that?
And they better recognize you, man. That's all I know.
I don't recognize them, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Fuck them, recognize him. That's all I'm saying.
You know what else?
That's true.
You know what else I don't recognize?
There's no journalism in wrestling.
Nah.
Know what else kind of grinds my gears that I don't recognize is this stupid thing that AEW does about entertainer versus a wrestler. Professional wrestling is not a separate thing from a sports entertainer. Part of professional wrestling is being an entertainer. Your job isn't to do, although these guys are great athletes, they're put their bodies on the line, they get injured, and they work hard. But part of your job is to entertain. It's a scripted thing. So your job's not just to go out there and flip. It's a one-trick pony. I can watch that one time and go, ooh, and then it's old. Come on. Learn how to do a promo. Learn how to entertain. Get some charisma. Come on, Hulk Hogan.
Except for Wheeler Yuta. Just keep him off our TV.
Oh, he's horrible.
Oh, my God. Meanwhile, all this stuff about Lee Moriarty going after the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, twice he's targeted, and we're still getting Wheeler Yuta against Danny Garcia. Now, I happen to think Lee Moriarty is just another version of the same guy, so it doesn't matter. But talk about casting someone aside. But yeah,
Jimmy, am I right here? What a professional wrestler is. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to have all those things.
There was no sports entertainer license on any state statute. There are professional wrestler licenses in state statute.
Part of professional wrestling, probably the biggest part, is to entertain somebody.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Is that the cat?
I thought he was done away with. Or she. We don't know.
Oh, he's back. A pussy got the grande. I can't see.
He can't even put it on right. What the hell are you doing?
I thought you were French, not Spanish. I thought it was Le Pussy Grande.
I got my millions and millions of fans. You want to hear my fans? They love me. My fans love me. Pussy gato.
Pussy gato.
Pussy gato. I know what's entertaining luchador in all of the Spain or the England or the Indonesia.
Well,
Indonesia, motherfuckers.
Well, I will not recognize them, and that's what was grinding my gears this week.
I will tell you something that really grinds my gears about AEW and AEW fans. How frickin' Dax Harwood keeps everyone's talking about how great he is as a solos wrestler.
Wrestler of the year, Jeff. Don't you understand by now?
I do not understand. I do not recognize
No comprende.
The only singles match he won was against his partner. He loses every other match, takes time away from stories on a brand that has limited TV time, that has trouble getting stories in and telling cogent stories, and with time management, and they waste 15 to 20 minutes on these self-indulgent matches And FTR is almost never on TV. They almost never wrestle as FTR. They almost never wrestle under the AEW banner. Most time they wrestle under the Ring of Honor banner. And when it's AEW, they put them into stupid 6-man matches with Wardlow or fucking Shawn Spears, for God's sake, who disappeared after 2 appearances. Not that I'm complaining about that. But then everyone's like, what a great match. And Brian's like, making sure everyone claps for him. Dude, Brian, you're in an important story. Presumably, you're going to stand up for Regal's honor and you're going to be against MJF, and you're wasting your fucking time on this. And that show where you're supposed to be chasing the AEW championships and you're wasting your fucking time on you want to do this. It's as bad as Eddie Kingston getting pay-per-view time to fight, I don't know, the Baron von Raschke-san on Full Gear. It's the same thing. It's this nonsense, and then the fans like, what a great match! Oh, a spectacular match! A great match!
I would have loved.
Oh my god!
I would have loved to see this match if they broke up FTR and they built up Dax Hardwood and then made a viable threat maybe 2 years from now. But they didn't do that. It's just a fight to fight of which a guy who's never won. If anybody's gonna be a wrestler who either loses every match, Seth Rollins is way above Dax Hardwood.
Órale, el gato pussy grande.
Doing tournaments constantly.
Arriba. First of all, stop chanting "This is awesome" before they even done anything. That fucking pissed me off between Dax Underpants and fucking Daniel Bryan. No. It's not fucking awesome. They got to stop that shit. Well, boo-hoo. But why do they keep doing that shit? Why are they chanting "This is awesome" when they haven't even locked?
He's fired.
Pussy Grande. What happened to him?
What in the hell? Well,
the man messed up his hair.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, yeah, that threw me off. No, I'm just saying.
He was playing with his pussy.
He sure was.
Which is Grande. Yes, he's.
Oh, it is Grande.
Oh,
Grande.
Who was that guy?
Pussy Grande, massive.
Who was that guy?
Who was that guy? It was some pussy. I thought it was Excalibur at first, but
it's like the Grand Canyon. His pussy so grande.
El Grande Canyon. Oh, órale. Right, but no more "This is awesome" chants. Enough of that shit. Unless it is awesome. Otherwise, what was so awesome about them staring at each other?
Yeah, they do it way too much. This is awesome. You deserve it. Like, come on, you little brat. Shut the hell up.
Well, now that we're all, what should grind your gears is Bow Wow. That should be grinding your gears.
Oh, and the fans cheering when MJF punched Moxley, or when he punched Regal and knocked him out too. Like, he's supposed to be the ultimate heel, and the fans cheered.
All right, enough of this. Now that we're all pissed off, I think we need something to lighten the mood a little bit, get us a little excited. I think
dollar.
You know,
dollar.
All right, meow.
What could it be?
I'd buy that for $1. Oh, head up to the Jolly Rogers there.
Recognize me.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
I'd buy that for $1.
Now that's what you call a pussy grande.
Welcome to this week's Baddie Dollar Report, brought to you by
Liv Morgan's Butt Stuff.
This is the most wholesome show on all the internet, where we break down every woman from each show, every person from each show, and give $1 and $1 only to the most attractive, the hottest person in the world. To me, hotness is 50% looks, 25% performance, and 25% swagger. Jeff and Jimmy. Jeff, you go first. What's beautiful to you? How do you rate beauty?
95% looks, 5% pussy grande.
Hey, nice. That's actually quite good. I can't beat that. But it's hey, it's all about the El Pussy Grande, but not too big. You don't want it to be that big, but yeah, as long as they're good looking, that's all that matters.
Amount of time on TV, can sometimes
Jimmy, let me ask
a lesser dollar above a greater dollar just from the amount of time.
Jimmy, let me ask you this: is posture important to you?
Yes.
Like, would you date a girl with scoliosis?
Well, she sounds Greek, funny enough. I'm just saying. But no, unless she was a Greek girl with that last name, maybe. But otherwise, no, I wouldn't go there. It's like saying, would you date a girl with chlamydia? Does that make her Italian?
Do you guys you brought up posture.
Hey, chlamydia.
It's the same but different.
Yeah.
I do find humor to be very attractive, and I do think it was funny that Mia Yim, she didn't get $1 tonight, but she did post this video or this picture.
Ooh,
zoomed in on her face in there. It's pretty funny. I respect it. She respects the $1. She did post that on her own Instagram. I think that's
she looks like she's bending over in the middle of a porn or some shit, bro.
Oh my god, she's back in WWE prison.
Taking a shit.
She might be
why'd you ruin it for me now, bro?
She might be there, but I very respected her very much for her posting that herself.
Look, it's even back there. If you look behind the bars,
yeah, is that a big crud at the back there? Is that a big borry?
Yeah. Kev, you really know how to pick these pictures, man.
No, she posted that. I want to put some humor in this as well. And Asuka posted this on her page too. I thought it was pretty funny.
Do you think this is
What is that green fucking thing though?
I don't know, but Asuka posted it on her Instagram.
Yeah, they should have used her to play the Hulk, the Lady Hulk.
But because Asuka posted that, I don't think Jimmy's seen this yet. Jeff probably has. Jimmy, do you want to go to Asuka Park? Have you ever been to Asuka Park?
Asuka Park? Oh. Whoa. God damn.
You like squirter? Asuka's obviously a squirter.
Do you think Asuka's hot?
I do.
Very hot.
For a 42-year-old, she's not bad, dude.
42?
I bet you
42, man. I couldn't believe it either.
I bet you she would be crazy in the sack, man.
Oh, absolutely.
She'd be like, Oscar, everybody love Oscar. Yeah, she'd be, but they'll get annoying after a while, man. It'll be like, shut the fuck up, seriously. Like,
it's very
stop
angry
it.
in the rain, as you saw there.
So we're about to get to some
She
serious.
can rain on me any day.
This is a picture.
She's definitely a spitter.
Here's a picture just for the two Jimmys.
Two Jimmys. Hey, hello. Except, what's this Becky Lynch looking all horrid and shit?
I don't know, but guys, this is a live picture in Jimmy's basement. They have these two girls locked up. So call help. Email dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com if you can save these women and find out where Jimmy's live.
What are you saying, man? Like with some, are you calling us Dexter Loomis fans?
Maybe.
Get it?
The shoe fits. The shoe fits.
Oh, jeez, man. Well, we're like creepers now, Jimmy. I mean, shit.
So I was originally going to call this episode the War Games Dollar Report, but then I watched Dynamite and I had to change that because of.
Oh man, that's money right there. Like seriously.
So it's not like a body stocking or something.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's officially the Baddie Dollar Report. I changed the name and the graphics because of this. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Damn. You know what? Look at her arm. Does that look like she's wearing like a stocking of some sort?
That's what I just said, like a body stocking.
That's a Jimmy.
She's wearing a bodysuit.
It must be part of the suit or whatever.
Wow.
That's trippy, man. I would have never... Man, the way they do it on TV, you wouldn't even notice.
No,
but
I didn't.
I didn't get past the ass the whole time. I'm still on the ass. Wow.
Same, but like... Yeah, that's weird, man.
See when Layla Gray took her jacket off and how her hands grazed on her upper torso? That was fantastic.
I did see that. That was, yeah.
That sounds like chafing to me, Jeff.
Cool. Then, so we're going to start off with SmackDown because there was no Impact. Kevin Murray of the HMG discussion group made a poll. Who will get the dollar? There's actually $2 given out. Myself and Jeff picked one. Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Dakota Kai, Io Sky.
Why is Emma not on there?
Zelina Vega, Bayley, Nikki Cross, Asuka, Bianca Belair, Maya Yim, Shotzi, Ronda Rousey, or Shayna. And Kevin Murray, Jim Prenti's mad at you for not putting Tenille Dashwood, a.k.a. Emma, a.k.a. Tenille Dashwood on there.
Come on, man.
I'm shocked Bailey didn't get a vote, man.
Oof.
So, everyone, who do you think Jeff picked? We'll go with Jeff's first. Jim's going to me and Jim, you're going to fight about my pick. Jim hates my pick.
This is easy for Jeff. I could predict this one, I think. But you go for it, Jeff. Say what you picked.
I don't think me guessing my pick is very compelling television.
Oh, so who is it? Me or you, Jim? Actually,
put the options up again. I was mad because Emma wasn't on there.
Hey, where's Rhea Ripley?
Jeff probably picked.
This is for SmackDown.
Oh, okay, all right.
He picked you, Sky.
No way he would have gone for Sky. That's not his type, man. No chance. See, look, he's shaking his head. He would have. Yes, it would be Shotzi, as a matter of fact. 100%.
Closer to, but no.
It was Alexa Bliss. I was going to say Zelina Vega. I was going to say Zelina because she's Latina, and since he's, his future wife is Latina too. I swear to you, I was going to say Zelina Vega. But I thought she's too small for him. Like, too petite, if you know what I mean.
She should have won, because you wait till you hear Kev's pick.
That's Zelina Vega's $6 of the year.
Damn, I knew it, man.
All right, Jim, flip out on me. Here's my pick. Fuck. Dakota Kai. I fucking love her. I love her.
You were dealer?
Sheep fucker?
No. You just saw the picture of Zelina Vega. How can you pick her as a dollar winner? Compare those two.
She's an angel.
You know what, Jeff? You're being a bit of a hypocrite here. You said she's all full of bones and anorexic. But look at Zelina, dude.
Oh, she's got shapes where it matters.
Well, she's got some meat on the buns there, though.
No, she does, absolutely. But he considers Dakota Kai
Those tattoos are kind
anorexic. They are, absolutely.
But even, I'm not saying she's hideous looking, but
she's just got no backside, man. That's the problem.
Compared to the other girls, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Kev, I mean, what are you even looking at?
It's a beautiful flower.
How can you be the Dollar King and pick that?
Oh, man.
You're going to lose your title.
What the fuck is she, though? Now that I'm looking at it, right? Like, I'm King Kota. Why is she calling herself King Kota?
That's her handle for video gaming.
Oh, you know what Kota means in Greek, by the way?
What?
Nah.
Chicken.
What's short for
Straight up.
Dakota, probably.
So, yeah, maybe. But I'm King Chicken, she's calling herself.
She's hot, like, seriously. You guys don't have good taste in women. You don't think
No. I don't find her ugly. I don't find her ugly.
I don't find her ugly, but compared to the other girls, I mean, she doesn't deserve.
There's days where the other girls look better. If Scarlett was on the show, I'm sure Scarlett would have won.
I think Scarlett's overrated, personally. She looks too Romanian for me.
Maybe I have to take issue with that, my friend.
Wow. I'm dead set. I used to think
Scarlett is overrated.
I think she's overrated. With her without makeup, I don't know, man.
When are you gonna see her without makeup? You gonna take her home? You've seen her
No. But think about it.
I've seen girls without.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, I've seen Alexa Bliss without makeup. I've seen Zelina Vega without makeup. I've seen Charlotte without. They look great. Really, even Charlotte. Jeez, I don't even rate her.
You think Charlotte?
I don't rate her. No. Hold on. I don't rate her, but I was surprised the way she looked without makeup. She could have looked worse. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I think Scarlett Bordeaux would look.
You know what I would do to you right now, Jimmy, for that opinion?
What's that? I'd rather Asuka, man.
I like Asuka. Asuka's hot.
Like over Scarlett Bordeaux. I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
What? I'm serious. I don't know. There's something about. She's got that Slavic look to her, man. She's got too like Slavic European look. I don't like that sort of. I don't know, man.
Club is not responsible for the views expressed by Jimmy Smelly.
What did I say? This guy.
My penis is also not responsible for the views
You
expressed
have a
by
picture of
Jimmy.
Scarlett you can put up there.
Oh yeah, put a picture up of her. Put a picture up like without makeup, if you can, if there is one. I haven't seen her without makeup. I'm just imagining.
Look at the rest of it.
I'm gonna look for a picture of her.
Great body, absolutely.
The next girl on Rampage got her first $1 of the year, courtesy of Todd Brantley. She hasn't had one yet. Miss Hikaru Shida. You guys talk about her while I'm looking for a Scarlet picture.
That doesn't even look like her. She's got nothing, no features
There's no
at
makeup
all.
there.
Yeah, she looks different, and her eyebrows are gone, but she's got no tits. Let's be honest. And
my dollar.
Yeah, she gets 5 cents.
Not going to say she's ugly or anything, but
black and green don't go either.
Just compared to us, she's ugly.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, she is feral. Actually, no. She's look. We're just being pricks, all right. Really, they're all good looking. Let's be real. Okay.
Because if they were judging us, I'm sure they would.
They would love us, Jim. Come on, man. Kidding? They'd be wet in their panties seeing us, dude.
Put up that thing of Oscar spitting on Wayne Knight again.
Oh, no.
YJ, I mean, Scarlett is a dime. Come on, man.
I need to see a picture right now.
All right, so I found a picture of Scarlett without makeup. You guys ready for it?
Yeah.
You don't sound too impressed, Kev. Just quietly.
You guys, I think she still looks hot.
That's my other podcast.
That's my girl. That looks like Steve Pena. It actually does look like Steve Pena. That's true. It really does. It is.
You're Scarlett with minimal makeup. I couldn't, with a 30-second search, I couldn't find minimal makeup. She still looks hot.
Hello.
Look
at that.
Come on,
Hello,
dude.
Viv. Hala Ecuador.
Hey, let's Gloria.
Coming from the gym.
Isn't Scarlett beautiful? Isn't Scarlett beautiful on the screen right now?
Honestly,
That's
too
not
much
a
makeup.
flattering picture either, Kevin.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think
Works one. You guys said she looked bad without. I think she's perfect.
her head looks bigger than her body right now, dude.
She is.
She's
Man,
beautiful.
you guys are insane. You guys.
No, she's beautiful. No, she is beautiful. She really is.
All right, so I watched Rampage as well, and I think Jim agreed with me on this one. The bunny with her $3 a year, Allie.
Man, her hands look very old.
Her hand.
I mean, seriously.
Is that what you've noticed
do,
first? Is
actually.
her hands, Jimmy?
Well, her teeth, first of all, but yeah, those hands really stood out for some reason to me. How old is she?
Jim Prendy, would you sit on her finger?
No, I'll pass.
Sorry, Viv. Just
No
quiet.
Okay. Nice to see you, everybody. I have to go. I
On that note, she's getting out of here. Chase her away, Kev.
We scared her.
That's what happens, Jeff, when you always bring her on out of the blue. The fact that you said that, I was like, oh my God. I feel bad now for her, man. Damn.
Yeah, this is the segment where it's hide your kids, hide your wife.
This is what I remind her of when she tells me I'm going to be very famous. I'm like, I don't think so.
They haven't checked it. You haven't checked out her interview with the Genius yet, boys, have you?
Yeah, you sent it to me, then I have to go back and find it. I meant to watch it. I put it on.
Oh man, damn.
All right, then the War Games, there were $3 given out. I actually let the Jimmies give $1 out for once. Their first career dollar is given out.
That was for me, yeah.
I'll show my dollar first. Her 14th dollar of the year, right here.
Jesus Christ!
You put your head right under there while she's doing pull-ups.
How
God
freaking
damn it,
that, man!
She must be really good at pull-ups.
Yeah, and then here's a little working out booty if you want to see a little.
That's too masculine, though, man. It's a lot of muscle on that booty.
Well, we'll see what Jimmy T picked. A little Lexa. I put a picture with Lily just for Jeffy up there. That's her $7th of the year. Team Lily and Lily.
I don't even want to know what you do to that thing, Jeff.
Oh no, the best is
what
when
I do to it. You got to be kidding me.
The best is the best is what his significant other does to that, in a funny way. No, not in that way.
Yeah, this is my 22nd one I've had to get. She's murdered the others.
She was swinging that thing, man, ready to launch it. It was fucking funny. That was actually a highlight.
Pick. The Jimmy P picked. He's going to lose a lot of cred for this one. There's a lot of people that don't like this. William Alicia is going to talk shit on you here. Becky Lynch, the man, her $4th of the year.
Why is she looking so old though, man? Those last two picks, man.
Too skinny. It's too skinny, and then
and
a lot of weight.
You know what I always say? Seth Rollins ruins everything.
Well, she deserved $1 for coming back. It was a surprise,
Who is the man?
Listen, nobody who picks Dakota Kai gets to pick any other selection.
Fair call, actually.
Respect the dollar!
For War Games, I want to be on the record that I picked no one. It was a shot.
That's true.
Wasn't it Shotzi that you picked?
Nope, I picked no one.
This man right here.
that is golden. That is awesome.
I
must
forgot she
admit.
was even in War Games.
That's awesome. Wait, she was, right? She was, Shotzi.
Yeah, she had a title
Yeah,
shot.
I know.
against,
I said I
Ronda
forgot.
Okay, right. Are you sure you didn't pick Shotzi?
Positive.
Jeff, was
Okay.
it you who said
Oh, no, it was
Brian
Ripley, wasn't it?
Kendricks probably produced that match?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was.
Brian Kendrick and I think Jason Jordan and Brian Kendrick teamed up on that, which was
Jason Jordan, as in Kurt Angle's son.
Yep. Kurt Angle. He actually usually produces some pretty good matches. So I'm blaming that one on Brian Kendrick.
What about Noble?
He didn't produce that particular match.
So that's official? Like, that's who produced that match?
I mean, it's as official as the information I get, which is from the same internet you do. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
is it? I don't know.
Jackass has said, what's the show again, Kev?
Hold on. What's that? I'm sorry. I was trying to load up a video.
The Cock Boys or whatever the show's called.
The Cock Boys?
The
Cock Boys.
The one I said.
Cultaholic?
Cultaholic.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, Cultaholic.
Yeah. Jimmy T, would this turn you off on a girl? Yes or no?
Oh, delicious!
She's one dirty bitch, guys. I mean, straight
Didn't
up.
know the Boogeyman. No,
That's dirty.
Any the Boogeyman is a friend of mine.
Absolutely. I mean, look at it. She was loving it, dude. You can only imagine what she'd fucking do for some full cream milk, shall I say.
Protein shakes?
Protein shakes, absolutely. Or the cup of life, shall I say. She'd love to drink a cup of life, if you know what I mean. And I ain't talking about the what?
The Holy Grail?
The Holy Grail.
On
And I'm not talking about...
XT, there were $2 given out. Jeff gave one and I gave one. There's a split. Jim, your rule was in effect here. Who do you think took Mandy? You think I took Mandy or you think Jeff took Mandy?
Jeff, 100%.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff Littman of the PWC took Mandy Sachs. Her 21st title year. She's running away with it. Running away.
God, that's just ridiculous.
And by the way, Rhea Ripley's in second place now. She passed Liv Morgan with $15 because she won 2 this week.
So wait, what's the difference between Mandy Rose and Rhea Ripley in points or dollars? Sorry.
Mandy Rose is $21. Rhea Ripley is $15.
Oh,
Mandy
Rose.
I don't know if she can
right
catch
now.
her.
Mandy Rose first with 21. Rhea Ripley 2 with 15. Liv Morgan 3 with 13.
Well, Mandy already won for the year.
12, probably.
Well,
Jamie
there's
Hayter with
only
11.
3 more weeks in a year, and 4 more weeks in the year.
Yeah,
Jamie
right.
Hayter, if there was a betting agency for these dollars, Jamie Hayter is the one that's streaming up the ladder right now.
Oh, I love
if you know what I
Jamie
mean.
Hayter,
Yeah.
man.
Gigi Dolan was trending up for Halloween. She was killing it on Halloween.
But let's be honest, her ass is just a friggin' tub of lard.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, seriously.
Do you want proof that I love it? Here is my NXT winner.
Hey.
Johnny the Jobber's favorite. He's gonna love this one that she got. Her
She's
7th out here. She's moving up the rankings as well.
You see that move going around on Twitter where apparently John Cena gave her the shuffle or whatever?
What?
She does a flip in the air for no reason. She does like a little twirl.
Or as Trey would say, she tripped over an invisible doper.
She's hot. She's different.
No, she's all woman, man. That's what you call woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like.
Talk about someone who they anointed too soon, who's fallen pretty fast. Like 5 months ago, everyone's like, Nikita Lyons is going to be the new champion. He's going to be on the main roster.
He's right.
Now nobody's even talking about it.
But there's girls. There's hotter girls on NXT.
Yeah, there's also people who haven't broken their knee twice and who can speak. Yeah.
Tiff Stratton and Cora Jade are the hottest after Mandy.
Really? You think so?
NXT has a pretty solid roster.
Solid.
Valerie Loretta is going to be good when she debuts too.
And NXT has a lot of things going for them.
A lot of talent
on the female side.
A lot of talent.
On the men's side, Apollo Crews is their new young talent. So
yeah.
Hey, speaking of Apollo Crews, why the hell is he able to go and do indies as Yuha Nation?
I didn't know he was.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He got booked. If you look it up now, he's booked coming up in December, and he's booked as Uha Nation.
Where?
Well, Jim, we'll talk about that in a minute. We got the last dollar winner right here, and then we can get into that. Jade Cargo with her $12 of the week. You see me and Jimmy on the bottom there? She wasn't watching Bow Wow. She was watching the Mr. Night match.
Well, you guys are more famous than Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That segment was atrocious, by the way. What's he gonna? Is he gonna beat her up? He's like, "I'll see you real soon."
Yeah, it was pathetic.
What's this about?
Yeah, but thank you, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan's butt stuff.
I'd buy that for $1. Oh, headbutt to the Jolly Rogers there.
Recognize me.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
Guys, like how I added the PWC network to the graphic?
Yeah. Love it, bro. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, anybody at home, we're not done yet, but follow the PWC network and then scan our QR code up there. You can get all of our socials on there as well.
Hey, just quietly, Kev, how did you do the QR code? Where'd you go for that?
Flowcode.com. FLOWCODE.com.
Feel the flow, y'all.
Okay. So we're flowing like this, y'all?
You can, if you scan that, you can actually say create your own channel, create your own code on there too. You can start your own off of that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I can't scan it right now, unfortunately, because I'm using my phone for the camera, but yeah.
So what were you saying, Jimmy, about Apollo?
Oh, yeah, he's booked. I was about to look it up. Thank you for reminding me. About Apollo accepting and he's able to do an indie show under Uha Nation, which you used to go by.
Maybe it's part of his deal for going to NXT or something. Let him do indie
I don't know. I think he's on the brink of getting released just quietly.
Yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up. He was Wakandan, now he's regular.
Oh, here it is. Found it.
Cruise, then Uha.
It happened on the 30th of the 11th, as a matter of fact.
The 30th of the 11th.
Yes.
That's
right.
right.
November 30th, like yesterday?
I think in Australia they say the number before the month. That's why.
Yes, exactly, Jeff.
Before
you jump the gun.
I think that you would still then know how to do November 11th.
Sorry, let me say this. 11th of the 30th. Okay, happy now, Jeff? No. But here we say it like Kev said, and Kev is spot on.
Wait, what do you say? Like the 30th day of the 11th month? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What are you in the 5th century?
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm confused now. What do you mean?
Pray.
No, really. I don't understand what you're saying. So to explain to me, what did I do wrong?
No, however it's written, you would still know that's November 30th.
Right.
But
correct.
You didn't say that. You said the 11th of the 30th and the 30th
right.
of the 11th.
That's what we say here, man.
No, you
don't. This the 30th day of the 11th month.
Fine. November 30th. Happy?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. 2022. Uha Nation against, who was it? Bad Bones, whoever the fuck that guy is.
Nobody knows, but Apollo Crews is going to be your next NXT champion.
Probably.
And he was wrestling for IPW UK. So, yeah, I guess he flew off to the UK. Hence, Uha Nation. But you'd think he'd use Apollo Crews, would he not?
Did he stop at Wakanda first? Well, he
Maybe.
Probably can use Apollo Crews. That's probably part of the deal, the exception.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some reason he was able to do that show. It's probably a friend or a family member or something that's the promoter or whatever, and Triple H gave him the nod. He said that the wrestlers could do more things that are outside of WWE. I mean, he said that that's why some of them could do in Twitch and shit like that. And this is some show in the UK that obviously is not competition. It's not on TV. It's certainly not on US TV. So why not let them and just don't use our name?
And now Mandy Rose has been going nude on her OnlyFans.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not on it, but I've seen the videos. Some people on the internet sent it to me.
You're not on it, but you saw it.
I sent it to you.
He's not on it, but he saw it.
Send it to me, bro. What the hell?
I'll send it to you right now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Why
is it?
Instead.
Yeah, but you know what? Why isn't she being offered a friggin' Playboy stint, man?
Is
She
Playboy
should be a
doesn't exist
centerfold.
any longer?
Is it? Is it done?
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, really? So it's I know what's his name is dead now, but like,
because why would you buy that? You get free on the.
Where did you send it to?
Instant Messenger. Instant Messenger.
You have to scan a code.
I actually saw it on Twitter. It's because you can put anything on Twitter.
You need the password.
It still hasn't
Maybe
come
it's
up
still
yet.
uploading because it's 2.5 minutes. Oh, it's still sending because it's 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, I guess Johnny wanted to do a segment on the World Cup, so we'll do a World Cup segment.
Oh yes, let's talk World Cup because I love soccer.
USA made it. Okay.
Australia made it.
That's it.
Hold on, Jimmy. Before you start, I got to do his soundbite.
Sorry.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
There you go. Now you can start.
Well, Jimmy, me and Kevin don't really follow soccer or know much about
I love soccer. You probably don't know that, but soccer is my sport, dude.
What's up with World Cup?
Well, where do I begin? Well, it's good for both of us. Australia and the US are both through to the last 16. Who would have thought? The US and Australia. Even though we've both made it this far before in the past. But still, the fact that Australia and America, think about that for a minute. Soccer nations, but not really soccer nations compared to Europe or South America, is a big deal. And the fact that we're in the final 16 says one thing. And Canada, they thought they were good, right? They thought, but they haven't even qualified for a World Cup in like 60 years, first of all. And second of all, they've got one good player, that's it. Like the rest of them are just meh. They're not as good as the States or Australia. Australia and the US are very similar and always have been in terms of, class and level. But I think we're both dark horses, though. You guys have got a really good young side, and we're good as a team. Jeff, go and get your significant other for this talk because she loves soccer.
I think anybody who loses to a team that calls it soccer should have to forfeit their league.
Hey, I call it football, but because I'm talking, in Australia and the States, fucking they call it soccer. I hate that, man.
Is football your number one sport?
For me, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. You guys don't realize that, but I really do. I'm a huge fan, always have been. I've played it all my life.
It more than what's bigger there? What's the biggest sport in Australia? Rugby or Australian rules
Wallaby
football?
wrestling.
Cricket, Australian rules football, and rugby are the national sports here. But if you see what was going on during the World Cup, you'd think otherwise. Because really, let's be honest, guys.
When's the next game?
Futbol, well, Sunday for us, which is Saturday for you.
Don't you mean the 3rd of 12th?
Eat a dick, Jeff, all right? For fuck's sake. Just remember, I'm in Australia, right? Not fucking the States, all right? Certain things, it's like we do kilometers, you do miles. We talk Celsius and you talk fucking Fahrenheit. So, I mean, you drive on the right, we drive on the fucking left. There's certain differences, Jeff. I'm used to saying shit like that. Sometimes I will say November 30. Next time, I'll say it. But I can't believe I'm looked at as old school for saying the 30th or the 11th, or the 11th or the 30th, whatever you want to fucking call it. At least Kev gets it. He knew.
I get it.
And you've been, and you got it, and you've been to Australia. You got no excuses, Jeff.
Yes. When I went to the airport and I asked them when is my flight, they did not say that it is the 3rd of the 14th. I mean,
well,
the third
we'll
day
say
of the 14th month. There's only
we'll say the 14th of the 3rd, technically, right? That's how we would say.
They would say March 14th.
Whatever, man.
Jimmy, did you ever watch Jordan Mailata play rugby, or what did he play?
Are you talking about Jonah Lomu?
No, Jordan Mailata. He plays on the Eagles.
No,
he's like 6'8".
No, he didn't really play for long, but he's killing it for you guys, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's punting fucking. He's possibly the best punter in the NFL.
He's not a punter.
Wait, isn't he a punter? There's a Aussie punter. Are you talking about the Samoan guy?
Yeah.
Okay, now I know you're talking about. Yeah, no,
real big guy.
He's good. Yeah, no, he's good. He's real good. But you've also got an Aussie punter too, I believe.
What's what team he's on? The Aussie punter?
I'm pretty sure it's they've taught you guys how to kick.
12th of 3rd.
Yeah, no. Who's the Flyers? Not Flyers. the Eagles' main punter.
No,
Rock hard.
That guy looks familiar.
It's either actually could be the Jets even, man. I get confused because the colors are similar. It's either the Jets or the Eagles, but I'm pretty sure. Do you remember Severio Rocker back in the day for the Eagles?
No.
You don't? He's Australian.
Familiar.
He's Italian. He was the main punter, man.
I know the
back in
Eagles
the
had a
day.
couple Australian punters.
He was a great football player. When I say football, I'm talking about Aussie rules football.
Yeah.
Big Italian guy, big Aussie Italian dude. Obviously by the name of Severio Rocker. But he was a great punter too. And but probably the best punter in NFL history that was Australian would have to be Ben Graham. I don't know if you guys remember him, or there was one more.
Yes,
Bennett. Do you remember Bennett? Michael Bennett?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's married to Maria Canales.
Not that Bennett, but yeah. Jeez.
Recently signed by AEW and has done a whole lot.
Are they signed technically?
Who knows?
Is Matt Taven even signed? I don't even think none of these guys are really signed.
They made 2 appearances, I believe. So who
What a
knows?
bunch of Melvins. The OGK.
How do these guys get title shots too? They're not even on the roster. Like I
Like you
I don't
said,
have a clue,
they can
Kev.
take L's.
All right, guys. I think about time to get. I'm hungry, so
I'm starving too, man.
Yeah.
Actually, it is
It's
lunchtime for me.
Two steaks
this
all around.
has been fun. Been fun. Good show.
Absolutely.
Even if it was for the 12th of the 1st.
Dr.
Don't make
Jeff.
me come to friggin' Baltimore and get you,
Dr.
right?
Jeff, where can we find you?
You can find me at
With my fist.
MD on there. That's right. You can find me on a fist. I'm a fist popsicle on Jimmy. He's playing
He's gonna
Ricochet's
fist you.
thumb, and I'm playing Ricochet.
Oh.
You can find
You're that hanky panky, yeah? You like?
Sometimes on Hameen Media Group, sometimes Channel Attitude, on Wrestling Soup Network, on PW Hustle. Hammerlock Hangover is my other wrestling podcast, bi-weekly with, you already saw him, the very handsome Luis Guzman Jr. As my co-host. And non-wrestling podcast, Garden of Doom and Garden of Views. This week, we just concluded our Shamanic trilogy. And this week, we answer the question, or do we, of who were the Huns?
That makes me hungry.
Jimmy, tell us about the PWC.
Well, you can find the PWC at the pwcnetwork.podbean.com, where you can find all our shows. But like Jeff said, please like and subscribe at channelattitude.com and hamidmediagroup.podbean.com, where you can find all our affiliate shows. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at the PWC Network and also at DJ Mass Effects.
And for all you Jimmy T fans in Philly, he'll be at WrestleMania next year.
Wait, is it in? It's not in Philly next year, is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah, 2024.
You're right. After Hollywood, yes. You know what, man? I'll make an effort for that. I'll try. I will try. No, really, I will try. We'll see what happens.
He'll get
not gonna promise
7
anything.
miles northeast of Melbourne.
Yeah,
No,
tell
really,
him,
no. I've been wanting to do it. Like, it's been bothering me for a long time now. But yeah, sorry.
Kev, tell everybody about the Dollar Club.
Cool. Well, first I'm going to tell us about AXW. You can find us at the next AXW show, January 7th. You can get tickets at axwtix.com. Definitely do that and check out some awesome wrestling. We got a full plate ahead of us. I'll be Uncle Slam there. Here's all the events we will officially be at.
Jeff will be there.
And Jeff will be there as well, sitting at the Dollar Club table, at least for a lot of it. You're going to see the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Slam, as a performer. Not in
Doesn't it look like a
yet.
Chippendales outfit or like a special Chippendale 4th of July special or something?
Don't you mean the 7th of 4?
Hello, ladies.
Do me a favor, guys. When he comes,
Welcome to Slamberg, PA.
yeah, when he comes and hangs out with you guys, I'm looking at you, Jimmy. Can you give him a rock hard slap across the face for me? Is that all right?
You got
No, because I made it
Please,
for commentary.
please. No, yeah, I know. I deserve a slap for that one, but get him for me. What day is it? What was the date again, Jeff?
the 7th of the 1st.
7th of the 1st. Well, make sure you slap him on the 7th of the 1st.
Nigh at
quietly.
the 12th hour of the morn.
Of the morn. I like it. Now we're talking like Vlach language now, Jeff.
That's right, Vlach.
What else, Kev?
Cool. And everybody, click that link up there and go on TeePublic. It's our merch store. Look at the shirt. Look at the hoodie Jeff's got there. Look at my Razor shirt from our Mischief Night match. We got the look at the corner now. You get a Rock Hard Jim Prenny recognized shirt. You get an In a Dollar King. You can get hoodies. You can get onesies for your little kids. You can get. I have the In the Dollar King iPhone case. You can get
an athletic supporter.
You can get it. No, you can't get an athletic supporter. Stickers. You can get
Jolly Rogers on it.
You get the Make It Rain Dollar Club shirt. Look above my head right there too. Tons and tons of cool merch. I gotta get a hoodie next too. Coffee mugs, anything you think of, we got now. All different colors. Pick your color. I love that blue. I was gonna get a black one in those hoodies, but I like that blue. You might have convinced me into it.
Kev, what if they want to challenge me or for the Dollar Club Championship?
All right, if you want to challenge our current champion Jim Prendy or the Hardcore Intercontinental Champion Sean Liam Riley, I'm gonna take us off the screen for a second.
Kev, you're not on the screen. Couldn't hear you.
I was on cinema mode, really?
No, you were talking the whole time. Nobody could hear you.
Oh, really? How come I can't bring them on the... Okay.
Damn. Kev, I didn't hear a fucking word. But you know what I will say? You guys have got... The Philadelphia Eagles got about 4 Aussies playing for them right now, including one Greek Aussie, Aaron Sipos. There you go.
Oh, really?
I didn't know he was Aussie.
Aaron Sipos, yeah.
I'll do the quickened version of what I was just saying. That screen that was raised there, if you want to challenge Jim Prendy for the Dollar Club World Championship or Sean Liam Riley for the Hardcore Intercontinental Championship, just do a promo on TikTok or YouTube, upload it to those, and hashtag Dollar Club Wrestling Promo. Make sure you call one of them out, and they'll actually do one back to you and try to, whoever's the most likes at the end of the month will become the new champion. That's how we met Sean Liam Riley. He was he's a private investigator from New York. He challenged Shadow Pat, and he beat Shadow Pat. He's our new champion. He's actually a Dollar Club member now, and he made that Bobby Roode video for us too. He's a good friend and one of the core members here. So yeah, you don't even have to know us. Just jump in there. You got a whole chance of winning. Just make sure you tag us so we know you did it, and become a champion and be part of the Dollar Club community. Be part of the Dollar Kingdom.
Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, we enjoy bringing these shows to you. Just do us a favor if you're watching us or PWC. Just give us a follow, a like, a subscribe. Do that for us. We enjoy bringing you content. And this has been Dollar Club and PWC Invasion. We will see you next time.
I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar! Ooh la la! Ha ha! You're listening to Dollar Club Wrestling. Ha ha! Respect the dollar. Yes. Go ahead up to the Jolly Rogers there. Go ahead.
All right, everybody, have a great night. Love you. And I'm glad to be a part of the Dollar community. And
yeah. Well, what are you guys doing now, anyway? By the way,
you got a show you want to do? Whatever you want.
You're going to sign off.
You're going to go to well, yeah. Do you guys are you available to do any shows?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm going to give somebody.
Head up to the Jolly Rogers there. Or head up to the Jolly Rogers there.
Jeff killed it, man. Jeff, are you available still? You look tired though.
What you need?
Well, the